Hi, good evening, everyone. There to offer you, I'm engaged to go over important economy theories and concepts that are connected to the study of tax policies. This assistance to us to comprehend how different tax affect producers' welfare, consumer welfare, and the economy as future economics. Both microeconomy and microeconomy viewpoint will be covered along with the empirical technique for assess the effect of policies. To the begin using the notion of consumer and production surplus. Let's first examine how consumption tax impact both consumer and production. This illustrate a market that is competitive with supply and demand interested to form the equilibrium. Consumer surplus of the advantage consumer receive after paying the market price. This is a region below the demand curve and above the price. Producer surplus is the region below the price and above the supply curve. To the supply curve shift upward with the introduction of the consumption tax. This result in a reduced producer price after tax and a new higher equilibrium price that consumer pay. Considerably, this is less surplus from producers and consumers. This develops of the effective cost of the consumption tax destroying the market is replacing by uh, the orange area highlighted area. Uh, Next, let's now examine import theory to the less of the supply and demand. The domestic supply and demand for the goods are showing here. This balance occurs when domestic quantity provided and quantity required are equal in the absence of the tariff. However, imposing a tariff increase the cost for any import. They are necessary to meet demand since it function as a tax on import. As a result, this entire supply curve moving upward, changing in the quantity and price. So the tax are the tax pressure on imported goods. A tariff increase the imported price reduce the quantity imported. Lately, consumption tax part of the tariff revenue goes to the government. Domestic production may benefit too. So the tariff revenue rectangle is not a developed but rather goes to the government as tax income, which is the main destination from the consumption tax scenario. This the domestic distribution have left a they were lost triangle. Nevertheless, the economic cost of the tariff net efficiency destruction of production and consumption. This create a small debit loss compared to the regular consumption tax. It is showing the highlighted purple area. So for the next, let's move on to the let's now examine uh let's now shift on the focus to the consumption tax can have conditionally impact on the overall demand of the good and service in an economy. On one hand, they can diminish aggregate demand by reducing consumer disposable income. This increase in spending lead to a downward shift of the aggregate demand curve. Consumption tax can reduce the aggregate demand by the decreasing consumption disposable income also. This reduction in expenditure result in a downward shifting displacement of the aggregate curve. So nevertheless the income divided by from consumption tax may be employed to fund government expenditure potentially resulting in the upward shipment of the aggregate demand curve. So the tax money can be utilized to the finance government expenditure, hence potentially cause an outstrip in the aggregate demand curve also. So uh, the interplay between the contesting force in which consumption tax both reduce disposable income and generate government revenue, presenting an intricate macroeconomic challenge of policymakers. So comprehending their overseeing dynamic is essential of the policymaker. So let's move on to the next. Uh, so let's move on to the first test of the next economy. The possibility the consumption tax intended to encourage improved healthy could have possible economic effect in an integrating application less energy use of AD and AS aggregate demand aggregate framework. So a test on leveling on unhealthy good would have a contractionary effect in the short term, lowering aggregate demand and consumption. So, however, it is possible that we will eventually witness increase in productivity and supply side developed from the outside in by promoting healthy lifestyle and enhanced public healthy. Therefore, even though the will be short-term transit cost, if the test is successful in encourage improved healthy outcome, there may be higher potential GDP in the long run. Of course, reason policy planning and the empirical research will be necessary to determine the actual impact. So the hour shift will be in the AD curve. So improve it will be improve the in the people healthy also. So let's move on to the last part. So for the last part, empirical analysis in the summary, we have used an empirical econometric model which is directed encycling graphic. So short form is DAG to examine the use of the empirical econometric model to assess the healthy and economic growth considerably of a fact test. The DAG illustrated the potential effect of the introduction fact test on various factor. So A is representing the implement of a tax rate. So the B is represent the economic growth. So the C is represent the healthy outcome and co-founder. So the DAG suggests the fact test, which is A, can cause the economic growth and at the same time as improving the healthy outcome and productivity will in turn support economic growth. So we may use the structural equation model or a system of equation to test their correlation using the important variable and their hypothesis cautious link. This will be required data on tax production, consumption, healthy outcome, obesity rate, community diversity prevalence. So economy growing measurement like the GDP production and any confounder variable like social economy status and education level. So we could qualify the direct and indirect impact of the fact tax on healthy and economies growing well accounting of the confounder variable by the estimating model parameter and the performing appropriate statistics test the validity and reproducibility of the result may be assessed using by sensitive analysis and robustness tests. So last, the gaining professional with their analysis technically will able you to evaluate actual policy and provide tool fact-based guidance. So economists must comprehend the implication and trial in the order to help decision maker make better choice. I appreciate your detailed explanation and would be pleasure to answer any future queries. Thank you.